Welcome back, tech heads and gadget gurus, to another episode of Tech Times Daily, where we dive into the world of tech and everything related. I'm your host, Chris, and joining me as always is the ultimate tech head, the anime enthusiast, collector of epic toys, and wearer of dope shirts, the one and only Christian Tajeres. Christian, what's up, man?
Hey guys, Mario.
Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. How's it going on your end?
Yeah, same old. Fairly decent. How is
Nice.
our audience? I hope you guys are doing well.
Yeah, and thanks for coming back for another episode. Today we're going to take a shift from AI. I think we've been AI heavy probably since the beginning.
Yeah,
Uh,
the audience would be tired of it by now.
yeah, so the thing people never get tired of, Elon Musk and and X. But all right, well, yeah, there's some good news coming out of X, I think. I think this is a kind of long time coming. Um, so Elon Musk's X informs users they could lose followers as bot elimination begins. Um, X users are expected to lose more followers due to the platform's mission to eradicate bots. This comes from Jace over at Tech Times. Elon Musk's social media platform X has warned its users about a potential decrease in their follower counts as the company embarks on a mission to eradicate spammers and bots from its network. In an announcement via X's safety account, the company revealed its intention to undertake a significant proactive initiative starting Thursday to purge accounts that violate X's rules against platform manipulation and spam. And in a post on X, they said, and I quote, "Today we're kicking off a significant proactive initiative to eliminate accounts that violate our rules against platform manipulation and spam. While we aim for accuracy in the accounts we remove, we're casting a wide net to ensure X remains secure of free bots. As a result, you may observe changes in follower counts." Now, Christian,
Yeah,
do you think people care?
those with advertisers do. But the
Okay.
thing for me is, are these the accounts that actually were reinstated when Elon Musk suddenly unbanned accounts back when he took over?
Actually, I think most accounts, like I don't use X that often, but when I do, it always says, "Oh, you have two new followers," and it's always some half-naked chick with no posts. And like, yeah, it's
The only
so
accounts that I actually encountered that are bots are actually the ones that are promoting their OnlyFans. So
well, yeah, but yeah, see, I don't know if those are, yeah, I guess those are bots.
yeah, they do. Sometimes they follow you, then message you
Yeah,
afterwards.
and I think maybe the people with that make money from X, right? Like they're gonna be like, "Oh shit," but I think overall it'll make the platform a lot better place.
I still don't know the situation or the landscape regarding X being a creation site and how lucrative it could be for actually content creators. In the sense, if it is actually really lucrative for them, this would be a big deal. But if these aren't actually genuine users, if I was an advertiser, what kind of value would I be getting from it?
Right. Well, how
At
do you
least I would rather see the entire thing in truth rather than be it being inflated by these bots.
Well, I mean, right now, let's see, daily. So, right now there's about 250 million daily active users. And these are numbers coming from social media today. Uh,
And they haven't implemented the ban yet, right?
Not yet. Well, it's going
Okay.
to be they announced it today, and then I'm not sure when it's coming up, I guess. Uh,
Yeah, would it be funny if 80% of that actually got wiped away?
yeah, you
Got
know.
Thanos snapped?
And those numbers have to account, you know, they, but I mean, still, I mean, it's better though. Like drop half of them, right? Like two, even just 50 million. Drop a fifth of them, and let it be a better place. Because the thing is, like, and I remember something about him mentioning this a few years ago about Biden's account and how it's got like so many followers, and he's like, how many of these are bots? You know, pre
Is it more
presidential
than the
election.
population of the US?
Oh, it's
Like, I think that would be a good base point to see if it's genuine, actually.
right.
Like, as me coming from my country, why would I even follow Biden?
True. It's very true.
Unless,
But
like,
yeah,
in a sense, for me, being in the media, yes, I would possibly do that. But it was if I was just a common citizen in some country, let's say Wakanda. So why would I even follow Biden?
well, Joe Biden's personal account, not the presidential account, has 38 million followers. That's a lot.
38 million. And when
Yeah.
was the last post on that account for the personal one?
6 hours ago.
It feels weird to me. Like grandpa has time to actually tweet.
He doesn't. It's already
It's
been. They already
it's
slipped
a
up,
social
and
media. It's a social media guy or girl that's actually doing it.
yeah, they already did something like I think his press secretary. They tweeted a personal tweet on his official on his official account, and there people was like, "What is this?" I was like, "Oh, sorry."
If it's gonna clean up Twitter, yeah, the spammers are actually gonna go away in a sense,
Mhm.
but it doesn't actually necessarily make it a better place after it.
Right.
I mean,
So
spammers are one thing, people with bad opinions are another.
Biden's personal account has about 3 million more followers than his presidential account.
Yeah, we might want to check up on that after the ban actually to how many are actually slashed.
Yeah,
And the same thing
I
I think with the
agree.
overall count of users, which is an update. Because in terms of money for advertisers, this is actually pretty significant for them because they are paying for how much audience, let's say, a content creator has.
Right.
So
So this could
this
in
would
fact,
actually, yeah, this would devalue what they think about their reaches.
well, not only that, but it could almost come in as like a excuse me, like a discount almost. Like, oh, you thought you had this many people using it every day, and we
Yeah,
were paying this much. Now it's not that many people, so we're not going to pay that much.
and I would give the benefit of the doubt for the content creators that they don't actually know how many of their followers are actually bots. Some of them might be actually surprised after the result, right?
Right.
Suddenly they find out they're not actually that popular on Twitter.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, people's like, oh, I thought I was an influencer. Apparently, I'm just a moaner.
Apparently, I was just a bot farmer.
Yeah, but let's stick with the the essence of this podcast that has inadvertently happened. Um, so we know that they're going to remove bots, and it's great. The safety team, they hired a safety team, and uh, okay, so they hired or they promoted from within, which is fantastic. Uh, so an existing employee has been appointed as the head of safety,
Yeah.
while someone that came from Publicis Media joined the head of brand safety and advertiser solutions. Okay, so this is important. Yeah. Uh, So McRoberts will see the global safety team, and Cohen will go global digital standards. And then they said in a statement, we're building a global town square where safety and freedom of speech can and must coexist. Our safety team is a vital component of X's success, and we are committed to investing in and growing this team. Okay.
That's pretty.
So
That's pretty ambitious.
yeah, but I mean, I think bots are, I mean, for a company, for a social media company, a digital company, bots are a problem. I
Yeah,
mean,
it
you're
is.
getting inaccurate data, just like we were talking about. You don't know how many people's using your app, using your platform, really.
Some people just let them be, I guess, just to inflate the numbers. Like I said, I give them the benefit of the doubt. Sometimes they don't know it, but some I think just allow the bots to actually follow them.
Right. But yeah, I mean, you don't know really if it's a bot. I think, and you take someone that has, 20 million followers, right? And you see that you got two new followers. I mean, are you even giving that a second thought? Like, okay, whatever I get, or, you boost 100 followers a day and 50 of them are bots. Like, you don't know that. Like, it's impossible unless you're, uh,
Do you think
you
this
know,
is just a suture for an existing problem? Like, can this actually end the influx of bots on Twitter or X
yeah,
after
I
this
think it,
happens? Like, people will just be making new ones. Like, I think a much better solution to this one is them making new protocols when it comes to actually registering for Twitter. Like, they made registering for social media so easy, even a kid could actually do this.
right.
That I can't recall in what podcast we did that I actually hope that when it comes to these social medias, registering should be as hard as the DMV.
Yeah, we talked about this, I think, last week, maybe, or 2 weeks ago.
Like, there should be a certain age when you can do it. You need to
Yeah.
register to actually be able to get into social media. Everyone should be given their own unique number that they could actually use. I think this is the only way they could actually prevent bots from actually flourishing in their social media platforms. And then again, it sounds good on paper.
Mm,
It looks good on paper, but you do need to have to seek the cooperation of the government when it comes to this. And no one is actually thinking of ways to actually centralizing the registration for social media.
right.
It makes it
I mean,
so easy that just anyone can actually do it. That's if you let a kid actually do it or something that is actually pretty dangerous for them being exposed to the outside world. Like we have these things when it regards to online predators. Like a couple of safety features right off the jump would have been pretty welcome, I think. That's why I think it was a pretty irresponsible that they made registration for it pretty easy.
yeah,
Not just for X, for the rest of the social media platforms.
right. Yeah, you don't really need anything. An email, that's about it. Not even an email, really. A phone number, maybe.
Yeah. And emails can be made using
Yeah,
just a single number and using multiple emails on it.
yeah. But they are. I think this is an important step. Like you got to clean it first, right? And that's basically what they're doing. They're going to try to clean it up, and then see. I imagine the conversation would go very much like, let's clean it up. Let's get these bots out of here as best we can, and then we'll go from there. Like, is it, sustainable to uh to limit these bots or to completely like ban bots? Like, can we do that, or is this something that's going to have to be like changing sheets, right? Like it's something they do it every week.
Like simply just changing sheets when they wet their bed. Like in terms of
No, this is Jack Dorsey's problem. This is his fault. He allowed these bots to run rampant.
yeah, even registering right now, I think he also plays a hand on it. Like I think when these uh tech innovators, quote and unquote, actually develop these things. They never actually think of the issues that would happen, only their possible customers. So the very essence of safety when it comes to these things, and we're delving into safety now. But then again, when it comes to X having bots, it's also a matter of business safety
Mm,
because you will be paying for advertising, and advertising doesn't come cheap. Do you really want to know what you're getting for your money? In terms of
that's
the
true.
influencers, this would be an ego check for them.
Definitely, definitely. You're gonna, yeah, it's gonna be like, you know, you're gonna pull the curtain back and be like, okay, this is really how popular you are.
Yeah, hopefully
And
this doesn't just end with this. They also
right,
provide a solution when it comes to preventing the bots.
yeah, yeah, I think eradication slash prevention. I imagine that's the logical steps to take here, right? Like identify, eliminate, prevent, and that'll probably be an ongoing because the battle between basically good and evil, right, or real and
Yeah,
fake, never ends. It's like these things they want to be on X, these robots, these bots. Like I don't know if they're Russian farmed or they come from all over. A lot of them, I know a lot of them are Russian bot. They have what are they called? Are they called bot farms? What are they called?
I think they're called still called bot farms now.
Yeah, and they just pump bots out to social media all the time. I mean, you look in any new post on Instagram, there's so many bots.
Yeah, bot farms are also a business in itself.
Yeah. So, they're going to have to try to circumvent whatever preventive measures X takes.
And
Uh,
what we've learned over the past couple of years, internet laws and rules take a really long time to actually catch on.
so, yeah,
So
by the time those things catch on, the technology's different.
it's way past it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But we still haven't sorted the entire social media thing. And now we have this entire AI to contend. Like
Right.
moving on to this article, Grok is now available to X premium users now. So like we discussed before, like put this behind a paywall, would that solve actually the issues? Like putting the entire AI thing behind a paywall, would that actually resolve things?
Uh,
Because the
no,
timing of this is actually
not for $8 a month.
understandable.
Was that
$84 annually,
was
$8 a
that
month.
$2 a week?
Yeah, $2 a week. You
You,
really have to be using
well,
the
I mean,
F
but
out
I'm
of
also
that
not that
AI
interested in
to
using X.
yeah. So at least this is a good safeguard for the use of AI. At least place it in the paywall, right?
Yeah.
Those registered users will be accountable since X will have their data on hand.
Yeah.
Any
Credit
misuse of
cards or
that
whatever it may be. Yeah.
chatbot will be recorded.
Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah, maybe that's something I hadn't really considered. Maybe we should have, but I hadn't really considered the fact that maybe a lot of the problems with AI stem from its availability.
Yeah, it's availability as well as its flexibility.
Yeah. I
So
mean, I guess you could go as far as even the internet. Like it wasn't a huge problem when A, it was slow, B, you had to pay like additional. Now, like it comes with your phone plan. What I mean? You have so much data every month anyway, that's kind of included.
if
Uh,
anyone actually remembered the internet before Google, it was actually pretty unusable.
it was terrible. Like there was nothing there. There was chat rooms and like LimeWire. Like that's all.
Those that I actually recall, these were actually just folders on
Mm,
your Windows that you could actually choose from, and it has different websites, not the type of browser that we have now.
not even
Like the
close.
influx of availability and actually ease of use actually made it much more free for people to actually
Abuse.
access things.
Oh, yeah.
Like I think the entire essence of this being free and available for everyone could be in a sense the problem.
Right.
And maybe having it on a paywall is actually a bit of a solution, but there are things that we should also discuss regarding regarding placing it on a paywall. Like I said, content regarding AI behind the paywall could actually be monitored, but then we delve into privacy now. So
Right. Do we, I mean, as humans, do we have the right to use AI, or is it a luxury that can be charged?
I know people have a tendency that they say they can be responsible, but then again, I can be responsible without being educated on it. Like there's a difference.
Okay. Yeah.
So which holds much more weight? Being responsible as well as educated on it, or not having any clue regarding AI?
Uh, I mean,
Like we did discuss, they are putting safeguards on it. Like the entire ban thing, I think coincides with their Grok launch. I
mm,
guess because they do want paying customers to actually purchase these check marks. Because
right.
the Grok thing is actually going to be part of their check marks, right? Or is it a different service? Because it's priced $8.
Actually,
Is it?
they also announced, um,
Or is it a separate purchase?
I think it's one and the same. If you're premium, you
I see.
know, um, but also in today's news, um, X started giving back complimentary blue check verifications to certain users. So they're, yeah,
Yeah, what's the deal with that?
because I mean, before, right, it was like celebrities, politicians, and you had to like apply for it and get, then you had to have a certain amount, I think you had to have a certain number of followers,
Then we're
certain,
suddenly back to where we were before.
yeah. Uh, so last year, it was that $8 a month, you get a verification check. And
Yeah.
then last week, Elon said that about 2,500 verified subscriber followers would receive premium features, including a check mark for free. Accounts with over 5,000 subscribers would receive premium plus for free. However, the specific rationale behind this policy is still not clear for the most part. Um, so yeah, a lot of changes at
And I guess
X.
Twitter is for marketers, Twitter is pretty much forcing the check marks down their throat. Like there are certain platforms that does analytics for Twitter that can't be used anymore because you
Mm,
need to have that check mark to be able to check your data, to be able to sync it.
right. But I mean, like I said, I don't really use Twitter, but I do understand the importance of it, and I do understand Elon Musk's uh, um, goal or whatever, his vision for what Twitter can be or what X can be for the world. The town square where information is openly and honestly discussed or whatever. So I think it's good. The changes are great. I feel like it's like kind of like tweaking something until you get it exactly the way you want it. And it's his, so tweak away, man. It's all yours.
You make it
Not
better.
yeah, make it better and not to sound like other people, but like if you like no one's forcing you to use Twitter. So if you don't, it's his. If you don't like what he does, then you don't have to use it.
Like
Right?
this has been a long time coming. Like bots have been in existence since I think 2010 for
Oh
Twitter.
yeah.
And it took them this long time to actually look at it.
No. That's what I was saying earlier about Jack Dorsey. It's taken Elon Musk, what, 3 years? But Dorsey, they weren't worried about it. Like, I don't know what they were doing over there. They had a political agenda, I think, and that's all they focused on.
I don't think it's political agenda. Like I think it's just letting the patients run the asylum. That's
That too.
basically Twitter X's model before.
Yeah.
I think it still is now.
Right. Well, yeah. All right. But yeah, I mean, I think we pretty much milked this teat dry, man. Uh, I guess yeah. I mean, for the viewers and things like, what do you think? Is it good? Is it bad? Do you care? Is it going to make a difference in valuation of the company? Will it change your experience or your, will it make you more likely to use X if you know there's no spam bots? Like, what's your opinion on this?
Yeah, and if there are anyone in the advertising or marketing space, how does this affect you in a sense? So
Right.
we're interested to hear that from you on the comment section. Please share your ideas and your thoughts on this.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that wraps up today's edition of Tech Times Daily. And again, come back tomorrow for more updates and interesting discussions. And until then, stay curious, stay connected. For Christian Taddis, I'm Chris Short. See you next time.